matchup in store here between the Houston Texans
and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Ready. Strike 2.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Looking to throw.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
That one goes for 24 yards. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Raiders at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
That's how you get right up onto the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They're going to look to throw. He hits Adams, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Raiders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Carlson down to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's taken to the 26. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they could already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Hey, they're almost pushed them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook. Now 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Texans nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? We cool to do it here in football, partner.
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll buy some time. The ball comes out. And the Raiders pick it up. They find some open field here. Inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 on a Raider touchdown. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how frequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it is 28-0.
Texans, nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game, so you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
6, 7. Roger, 6. Yield blue. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it here. Going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Now, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
This ball caught by Mechie.
Touchdown, Texans.
John Mechie.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a rough. A try here for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
The score, Raiders 28, Texans 7. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try to get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Pick it up, you're embarrassing.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half.
Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchdown.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the...
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Pierce now up the middle. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They'll set up to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, certainly don't have a foul on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
There's a quick throw caught out wide. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Raiders are going to take... So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. He'll drop to throw.
defensively here, and that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A pick up of 5 that time and a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have got it on cruise control.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Texans 7.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! John Mechie with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans are able to at least get 1 score back.
Extra point splits the uprights, so they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
For Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
2nd and 2.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game and moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Texans 14.
has the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
On 1st and 10, Love.
This one finds Pierce on the out route. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings us 2nd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And he's brought down.
Complete to Damian Pierce. First and goal, Houston.
To the air again, Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Cole Kmet there to make the grab.
And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Second and 5. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until start.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Love.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Love looking to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he's got room. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. CD, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's A.J. Cole now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 15. And they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as
can get into this offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas,
they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.